Hey Bentley, what do you think of my paddleball skills?
Well, I think the aerodynamics just need a few, little tweaks here or there.
Wait a minute, you're not Bentley!
No, I am. I swear I am. I am the legit Bentley.
It is true. We have gotten the legit. Oh no, that'd be.
Hey, shut up, you cad! I was talking to the Bentley in the video, not me.
That would be so amazing if we could get any of those guys to study up. Just saying.
Anyway, here's the Panda King.
Oh yeah, by the way, Iki's joining us today. Hey, Iki.
Hi, Iki.
Hey!
Long time no see, buddy.
He was fascinated by the
Long
fireworks
time no
which noblemen
see.
set off
Yeah.
every New Year's.
Woo, fireworks!
He spent a decade learning the
Because,
art,
baby, you're a firework.
but when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen,
Oh, it
he
was
tossed
a
his shabby
dud.
clothes and chased him away.
Poor guy.
Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime.
Oh
Seems like the
no.
appropriate
His
response.
five recruited him as their
The
demolition
appropriate
expert.
response for being
From then on, his explosive touch became
appropriate
feared
response for being
worldwide.
criticized for your shitty fireworks skills.
Perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable.
See, this is where the
mountains of
therapists
western
who would
China.
normally say, "Oh, you just have to put that passion, put that anger into your art." My art kills people. Okay, maybe don't do that.
I mean, there is such thing as disproportionate retribution.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fire in the Sky, the 4th chapter of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
And the last, big one.
And thankfully, kind of a better turnaround from Vicious Voodoo we dealt with the last 2 parts.
James
Oh,
wasn't
but
too
that's my
keen
favorite
on.
level.
James was not too keen on all of the mini gamey
Yeah,
like all those blasters and things.
And the chicken
What,
whacking.
chasing the chickens?
Yes.
And the chickens.
Yeah, fuck the chicken whacking. So that said, welcome to China.
All about
man.
monkeys.
All about monkeys and snowballs. Whoop.
Is it a bad thing that when I was a kid, I always thought the blue bottles were just wine bottles?
I can see
yeah,
that.
we actually
I think they are one bottles.
I think we did make that joke in a previous video.
We did.
Oh shit.
Oh look!
But oh, what do you know?
Ooh, uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh my.
Happy 2017!
Oh my gosh, that's awful!
Yes, that was awful, Bentley.
I noticed his mouth was still moving even while he wasn't talking during that.
You can bet the Panda King lit the fuse.
Oh,
I've got to find
that's
my
what I
way
get for
very
playing the
fast
HD
before
version.
that lunatic squashes another time.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are playing the HD trilogy version, which also, have you heard about what happened to Vicious Voodoo in the HD trilogy version, Nikki?
What happened?
They
Oh, damn.
desynced the Miss Ruby boss fight.
Oh no.
So that's
Yeah.
another reason why he doesn't like it. And what the?
No.
Wait,
Aw.
I figured why not. That was too precious
You
not to
hit
keep in.
boxes. But yeah, no. But yeah, the music, because of it trying to speed up and down or whatever, and trying to the character animations continuing, even though the music itself wasn't starting and stopping at the right time. The entire fight towards the end gets incredibly desynced between the music playing and when you're actually supposed to time your button presses.
So I guess with that said, I'm be grateful to those who have the original PS2 versions.
Like me.
And me.
Not me! I've been cancelled!
Okay, in all fairness, I mean, from my own experience for the Sly collection on PS3, I mean, the worst that ever happened to me was the Ms. Ruby boss fight in Sly 1, and I don't remember if it was Sly 2 or Sly 3, but I know something happened in either one of those 2 games, but I can't remember what. But I definitely remember now, if you play Sly 3 on a very good HD TV, the letterbox doesn't completely fill up the screen as it should. It just makes the cutscenes look very fucking goofy.
Yeah.
For a second, I didn't even see the little hat to the window.
There is?
Also, incidentally, I just got a strawberry donut. So, yeah.
Oh,
Kaboom.
Nice.
I guess I'm curious to ask, since it'd be nice to have you on for the rest of the series, but we can't all confirm scheduling and whatnot. What is your experience with the Sly Cooper games besides having a very nice Bentley impression?
Hold on. Well, I mean, back when I was like, what are baby turtles called? Lemmings? I think they're called lemmings. Anyways, I remember when I was still in, like, elementary school, at least, I slept over at one of my friend's houses, and at the time, they had Slide 2 playing, and I watched them play through, I believe it was the first world and the Prague world, one where I started.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. Except for getting hit by trains. That's not very fun at all.
And learning how to drive a stick shift.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that too.
I'm sorry. Just for a second, it was like hearing Bentley in stereo, and it was amazing.
Bentley, I'm pretty sure we live.
Bentley.
Bentley, I'm pretty sure we lived most of our childhood in the orphanage.
Oh yeah. For I believe it was Jack 2 on PS2. I was able to play a bit of the Slide 2 demo that you get from like those neat little cheat codes.
Oh yeah.
I miss those.
Was that Slide?
Yeah.
Wait, was that Jack 2? I was pretty sure that was Jack 3 that did that. Because that.
No, it wasn't Jack 2.
Huh.
Unfortunately, I didn't really understand the concept of stealth platforming because
yeah.
I'm a turtle. I'm not a raccoon like that guy on the screen. So yeah, I tried taking out some of the enemies and got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Let's just say I needed a new shell after the operation.
Oh no! I can definitely sympathize when I was. Oh, that's a sneaky one. Yeah, I can definitely sympathize when I like even going from Slide 1 to Slide 2, the amount that the rate at which they quickly start pushing stealth on you really jumped up in 2.
Well, I can even tell from like between this right now and Slide 2, the stealth elements were seriously, upped in ante. It was focused.
Bentley,
Right.
Bentley, I just got a call back from Mickey. He wants back in the commentary.
Say what?
Back in the Huckleberry Cooper.
Oh,
Well that just breaks the whole game now.
Actually, it doesn't because it's not really as graceful as you think. You can't jump, and while you're moving, you can only do a tiptoe.
Very slowly.
Well, I mean, you may be invisible, but they can still hear the sound of your feet.
Well,
and you can use the speed up R1 trick or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Actually, that is true. I didn't think about that. But then again, it doesn't really speed it up by that much.
Fair enough. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Sorry, I just had the image of like, thank you, Bentley. You're welcome, Bentley. Anyway,
I've mastered the art of duplication across the time continuum.
Have I done?
Hey, Sly, how you like my ventriloquist impression?
I was about to say, here's my ventriloquist.
It's a work of art, my friend.
By the way, if you twist your bat nipples, you can make our heads move.
I don't think that's what they call them, Bentley.
Is that
They're
what
not?
you said, James?
Hey, James,
Oh,
I do
okay,
believe
what's
you
up?
have some explanations.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, I guess I gotta explain something because the bat nipples reminded me of the
I'll just have to
movies.
find a few more
So-
treasure keys to
Oh,
get.
hey, Monica.
Oh, hey, Monica.
Oh, hey, no. Monica.
Well, hi!
Kung Fu
she's
Panda is
gonna-
cool.
Yeah. I can tell Monica's gonna have
boy.
fun seeing that.
Someone call Mike Judge, we need him on stat!
Oh boy.
Oh,
jeez.
look at this narcoleptic motherfucker.
Yeah. Alright. So the unseen
Sorry, just the way he said that just caught me off guard.
like Bentley's just out of nowhere.
You know what though? That's actually not an exaggeration of how he's portrayed in Sly 3 and onward.
Oh yeah, Bentley gets
Developer
super
commentary
sassy.
with Bentley the Turtle.
Yeah, dude, Bentley becomes a fucking asshole in the later games. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is kind of tired of all, in between getting his legs nicked.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And
Losing his best buddies.
although Hype and I make the joke that it's like, wow, Bentley actually getting paralyzed was the best thing that ever happened to Bentley.
Tell me
Yeah,
about
Oh, yeah.
because he's ironically even more versatile when he's handicapped.
Then he was in Sly 2. I love playing
Now,
as an
I
aside
question the point of the box is when you're turning invisible, but then I see this little hurdle.
Yeah. Let's see. Now, does it turn invisible remove the lasers as well? Oh, it does.
Pretty much.
I mean, it turns off your hitbox.
Except,
Yeah, well, that's
except if you've already been caught. By that point, the stealth doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, for a second, I just thought of something.
What's that,
Why
Bentley?
don't you just stay invisible and climb the entire staircase without having to worry about turning back visible?
Because it's slow.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
move
we-
really
Yeah,
slow.
so you're still safe.
Or speedrunners.
So you're still invincible.
You know,
guess you could
Bentley.
fast.
You know, Bentley. Where's the thrill in a thieving operation without any challenge?
Slow and steady wins the
Whoa.
race, you idiot. See?
What?
Fair
Well, hey,
enough.
I like to dip my tail in the fire every now and then. Thank you very much.
And I know a thing or two about being slow and steady.
Hey, that's racist.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
You don't want to know what I did during my high school days when I raced Jason Hare.
I just noticed that guy had really serious television.
He did. Ah,
Poor sucker didn't
So-
survive.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Um,
I'm not gonna lie. Bringing Icky into this is quite a highlight, and it also makes up for the fact that I'm kind of having to not talk as much because of the devil damn dogs.
Oh, why, thank you.
So let's see here.
This is definitely a far cry from the first half we did of Vicious Voodoo, where everyone sounded like they were fucking bored out of their wits.
Well, it's because it was just the same. It was just this because it was more watching the blaster and blowing up the fish and new character. Now that's
What
you
is that supposed to be? A leopard?
defeated.
That was comedic gold right there.
That was straight up.
No, it's like she said, talk to the hand. I gave her the cane.
That's like that was like saying straight out of Indiana Jones.
Seriously.
No.
Fucking Raiders.
No, I think the part that got me the most is like she shows off all these awesome acrobatic moves, and just a whack of the cane just takes care of her.
Exactly, just like Raiders.
Dude, the cane's fucking overpowered in Sly 1. That's why in the other games you can't really use it as much.
Yeah, like that.
So
like
wait, can you just stand next to that guy without getting stuck in the spotlight and he won't notice you?
if you were invisible, yeah. And I guess if you stood right.
I mean,
next-
when you are visible.
I would say no because I think the spotlight people also react if your hitbox physically touches them.
Right. If it
Well, I mean, in that
if your
case,
hitbox
makes
touches them, then they
sense.
will react. If they're not, otherwise, if they're not in the spotlight, they won't notice you.
Yeah, you could be
Very
saying.
well.
Yeah.
They're honestly about as stupid as the soldiers in Metal Gear 1.
Oh, well, that's great.
Whoop.
Ah, run.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Ocean's 11, you are not James.
Okay, now what's the difference between, the regular lasers and the tripwire lasers over
Those
there?
ones will burn you.
You
It's
know,
like
you
it's like
say-
a
No,
no,
warning
I mean, like-
system.
You say yourself,
Why-
Bentley, they cause acute combustion.
Yeah.
No, why don't they just use the acute combustion to begin with? It doesn't make any much difference,
Why do you say that? Because they do change that for the sequels.
Yeah, in sequels they just always do that. But no, I was kind of I just imagine that. You see any power lines up here in ancient Chinese mountains? Power's expensive. We can't. You don't have the thermostat on high all the year round. Anyway, let's see what's up top here.
Up top here should be our safe. Unfortunately, I'm two bottles short. One bottle
Oh,
short.
no.
And at first, I thought this was one of those stages where you once you go down the tower. Yeah, how the
did we miss that?
flying shit did I miss this?
How did you hit the? Oh, whatever.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
assume it probably despawned.
Wait a minute, is this that one?
Challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 6, 6, 7.
Oh,
so close.
Oh.
You know
We
what?
were- we almost
That's what I was
matched
talking
it.
about.
We almost-
That's what I was talking about earlier. I think that code would have been a lot more befitting with the whole.
I had to fight a couple personal demons for this one.
Incredible! I never
Yeah, but they would never let us get away with it without bumping it up to a T rate.
Cooper's technique to briefly defy
Oh, this.
Oh boy, Matrix!
So now I love the title for it. Like you imagine he wrote it in a bunch of like capital letters at the top. Like you have all these people like the sneaky roll, the ninja spire jump,
Defy
the
gravity!
power to temporarily defy gravity.
So, ladies and
By
gentlemen,
August
what
8th.
we just got there is pretty much an upgrade of the water safety thing we got earlier. Except this time, instead of water, if we go down a bottomless pit, we just go right back up.
Yep.
So basically,
Like
at this point,
Prince of Persia.
so basically at this point, you should have no excuse of getting a game over.
Exactly.
Yep, except for fire and lava.
And
That's where
Clockwork's
we're
Tower.
going to next.
Fuck
You are now
Clockwork's
the
Tower.
Super Coon. You can defy the laws of physics.
Oh, jeez, yeah, I love the Thievius Raccoonus and all its weird things, just by picking up a page and be like,
And then you lose half of this demigod shit in the sequel.
yeah,
Well, yeah, it's for the sake of balance.
Because it's not like Metroid where you just forgot it; you still have it.
The
So
king
now,
That's right,
ladies and
boys and
gentlemen, it's
girls,
time
if
for
you-
King of the Hill. Yahoo!
Yeah, you gotta
Okay, we got the
Keep him
joke.
covered.
You gotta be
Well, I
careful.
tell you what.
You gotta be careful because if you get stuck behind them, you get stuck behind them walls and glitches out again. You gotta go, and then you get,
Holy!
Oh yeah, ninja, nunchuck people. Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
look, you know, so it
fun
happens.
fun story about that, Iki. During the Sunset Snake Eyes section, like the very first turd section, Murray dropped off the building and he was literally like running at the door. He's like, Sly, how do I open the door?
Because he was supposed to be running, but his model fell off the building and didn't know how to correct itself back on the path. So he just run. We'll look at the footage later because you just see him running constantly.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
He's running constantly into a wall with buggier AI than a Ubisoft game.
Seriously.
Those firework platforms make literally zero sense.
They don't. Just you stand on them and they go off and it manages to lift you up, even though you should just be. The way the fireworks are laid out, it looks like it should just be spinning you around in circles, not going up.
Well, they do.
You know,
both.
Bentley, I just figured out something that's even crazier than these firework platforms.
Well, what's that?
Robotic owls that have lasted centuries.
Fueled
Well,
purely.
I mean, in that case, if they're only just clocks of gears, well, gears aren't made. Well,
I just don't get the whole
Fuck
biological and. Imagine if Bentley just said that in one mission. Just Bentley, I don't know if we can actually get through the door.
I just throw the book out the truck.
That's still one of my favorite moments from the pod. That's still one of my favorite. Okay, that's still one of my favorite moments from the podcast. The whole like, what do we do? I actually have been driving away for the last 2 minutes.
Ah, crap. Murray's fat
Problem
ass.
was, you guys weren't listening.
Murray's
I have a
fat ass
travel
triggered
time
the
I need to
alarm.
get to.
Okay. Murray, you go through the front door. Sly, you jump and press the circle button. I'm gonna stay in the van. I don't eat
The
chicken.
omni-purpose circle button.
How do you zoom
Not one
in
of my
with
better
this?
ideas.
It zooms in automatically.
Oh, okay.
At least they were that generous.
Wait, dead end. Oof. And we got one more mission with the little guy.
Yep. Yeah, you take full control of him through the whole thing.
I hope he didn't brain its damage.
I did it all by myself.
And
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
I just had a little help from a good friend and a high-powered neutron energy cannon.
But mostly the good friend. Flaming Temple of Flame. So,
Yeah, I
Flaming
don't
flame
think
of
the
what?
scheme either.
This one's a fun one. Isn't this like the one where there's a big old training dojo? Or
Yeah, this is the one with the training dojo.
I'm also trying to remember, is this the one where for some reason you can't get until you beat the game?
No, you're thinking of a later stage.
Okay.
What do you mean you can't get to beat the game?
Long story,
By the way,
short, the last vault can't be opened until you beat the game.
It's written in Owlese, as my future compadre will
Oh.
surely tell you.
That's right.
Which I still don't
Which
get why
doesn't
they
make
did
any
that.
sense considering the fact that the guy. Me neither. Considering the fact the fucker speaks full-on English.
What was the? What was? I guess unless you're gonna show it off, what was that vault anyway?
What? What?
Like
What
was
was
in
in
the
the
vault
vault?
itself?
What's in the vault? A game breaker.
And that means?
I think he wants to keep that a surprise.
Honestly, I don't think I can even show it off, so I'll just go and say right now it's a flashbang. Basically,
Oh.
basically you hit it. Basically, you use it, and I think it defeats all the enemies within the vicinity. It's pretty much a screen nuke.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
you,
could-
I think they want you.
Wait,
I think they primarily
liter-
want you to use that for the time trial mode.
a literal flashbang.
Yes.
Oh wait a minute, I thought it was the one
Oh,
where
I
it
love
temporarily
the
stops
sound
time
effects
for
from these
everyone except
guys.
you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I love the sound effects
Well,
of
if it
these
is,
guys.
if that's what it is, then I'll take your word for it. Because honestly, I never even use that move. By the time I get it, I'm done with the game.
Look at
Yeah.
these guys.
They're so kooky.
They look like something right out of a Tim Schafer game.
What do they even do? They just stand there,
They just
doing
train.
nothing?
They're training.
They stand there waving their nunchucks and making the most obnoxious sound in any game ever.
They literally do nothing other than that.
No, I just remembered the joke I wanted to make. All they do is make the Sega noise.
I don't
We
know.
don't even got Seshiro on deck.
Yeah, I thought that would tell me to shut up. Alright.
Unfortunately, that gog's made of, tire tread.
Ah, no. Yeah, it sounds just like rubber. You.
It just makes a
Yeah, that's metal, right? Like a big old bone sound. Anywho. I don't know. Personally, I'm actually kind of amazed because in a sense we could say Icky's the villain because the villain is an owl.
Okay, hold up. I'm Bentley, you're Bentley, they're Bentley. Are there any other Bentleys I should know about?
And then Carmelia
Press
comes
the circle
in.
button!
Jump and press the circle button.
No, actually, my joke was about to say, after that, you just see Carmelita with a Bentley mask. Jump and press the circle button.
Oh
Ah,
God!
shit. Even the cops are after me. And I'm not even the one doing the job.
At least not until 2.
Yeah, not
You know, what's
yet.
Well,
kinda, you
no.
know what's kind of sad thinking about it, but I don't think Carmelita acknowledges Bentley or Murray's presence until the 4th game.
Really?
No,
'Cause
as far-
I would have
Well, I know she
Mary's
acknowledges.
did
I know she acknowledges Murray's presence in 2, because there's a mission in Canada where you have to free Murray, and she talks with him for a bit. In fact, she even gave him a
Yeah.
bag of jelly beans.
Aw.
That's true. Other than that, though, she's only really got the hots for Sly.
Right, like it's just
Oh,
her own
yeah,
personal
that's it.
vendetta.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure if any of the games have actually touched upon it. Nice dragon. Anyway, I'm not sure if the game's ever touched upon it or if there's anything, but I'm genuinely would like to see at some point if they ever touch upon like the first case that Carmelita was ever on that involved Sly Cooper and what has caused this like freaking like.
You know what? You say that. I think that's something they made for. I think that's actually a plot line for the first of 2 official Sly comics.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, you mean like a prequel?
Sort of.
Yeah,
It's
that-
one of the. Yeah, but James is right. They did make 2 Sly Cooper comics to kind of act as like interludes between the first one's meant to be like an interlude between 1 and 2, and the second one's made to be an interlude between 2 and 3. I don't remember who publishes the first comic, but the second comic was actually published by DC.
Yep. I think DC might have published the first one as
Can't
well.
use Chaos Theory.
Yeah, he used Chaos
Checkmate.
Theory.
Yeah, what we got.
So let's see what we got by studying Chaos Theory.
I think that's just the blueprints.
You found the blueprints for
Yes.
the King
Yep.
The page always looks a little. The page looks a little different each time.
Now the funny thing is, as I said before, I think the pages you get aren't exactly randomized, or maybe they are. It's based on the order of the stages you go through. Because I remember one point I got something else from that vault, and then every other time I usually just get the blueprints.
And then which stage?
That
is
would
it?
make sense.
Ew.
And then which stage was it that had the really like? It was like the
owl
most
dialect?
useless. No, it was the useless one where you got the blueprints at literally the last stage you could.
I want to
It
say
made
that was,
sense.
I think that might have been the last stage, maybe? It was either the last stage or it was Mugshot.
I think it was
How
Mugshot.
stupid is this? Locks on fireworks?
And the fireworks work.
We.
Yeah, but why use lock and key on that? It's kind of counterproductive.
Trying to think, yeah, like you could totally light that thing up and the locks wouldn't do a thing.
Yeah,
just
they weren't
launch.
holding- Yeah, if anything, they were holding the fireworks together. They weren't holding them down.
Even Sly can't process this shit. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for part 1 of Fire in the Sky. Stay tuned for part 2, where we tackle the rest of the stage, as well as our last bit of driving with good old Murray. Till next time, guys.
Oh, and I'll come back too.
Bye-bye.
Till next time, everybody.
Hey, Sly, what do I do with these dogs?